How to play Rattle Battle, Grab the Loot. Adventure type. In the game you will find 3 scenarios: Introductory, Admiral Norrington, and Pirate Wars. You can tell them apart by the icon in the upper right corner: the skull, the inn, and the kid. There are also 3 levels of adventures, determined by color: green for soft, red for hard, purple for final. Scenario order. During the briefing phase, the first player, called the Baron, will draw a card from the top of the appropriate adventure deck. During the first quest, he will draw a soft adventure, and then another soft adventure. During the second quest, he'll soft, crazy, soft, then hard, crazy, hard, and so on and so on. Quest stage. Briefing. During the briefing, the Baron draws the top card of the deck and reads the fluff aloud to the players. This tells the players the theme of the adventure. He then collects the number of dice shown on the card. In this example, he collects 1 red die, 3 green, and 1 yellow. He then reads the number of loot and any special rules aloud to the players. Then asks the players if they would like to contribute their dice. In this example, the blue player contributes 2 dice, the red player contributes 3, and the green player contributes 3. This is the dice pool for the adventure. Quest stage. Ship drop. During the ship drop, the Baron takes all of the dice in the dice pool, rattles them in his hands, and drops them in the center of the box. What's important is we do not roll the dice. We don't chuck them in the corner. We don't drop them from a very small height. And we don't split them into 2 hands. We simply collect all the dice, shake them up, and drop them in the box. Quest stage. Examples. Some adventures show a setup the Baron must perform before the ship drop. There'll be a picture of the sea box with some dice or tiles shown. For this example, we will use the Pillage Time adventure. First, the Baron places the island tile in the middle of the box, rolls 3 dice, and sets them on the island as shown on the card. Now the Baron will collect all player dice and any non-player ships shown on the card, and perform a dice drop as normal. This is the setup before, dice drop is performed, and this is the situation after. Now we'll take a look at the attack the port. First, the Baron takes the 3 red dice, rolls them, and sets them up as shown on the card. He then collects the non-player ships shown on the card, as well as all the other player ships, and performs a ship drop as usual. This is the situation after the ship drop. Non-player ship actions. Explode. Some adventures use ships which have a skull icon on them. In this example, we'll look at Explode. After the ship drop, a result of a 4 means that this ship explodes and kills the 4 closest ships. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And that's Explode. Non-player ship actions. Escape. In some adventures, ships will escape the sea box. After the ship drop, any escape ships are removed. Here, here, and here, those ships have escaped. Non-player ship actions. Volley. Some non-player ships will volley, which kills the closest player ship. In this example, this yellow die volleys and kills this green ship. This green die volleys and kills this green ship. After the volley, many ships set their strength value to a certain number. In this example, this green ship volleys, kills this closest player ship, and then its strength is reduced to 1. Non-player ship actions. Move towards. Some ships want to move towards another ship. In this example, this green ship wants to move towards this blue ship. The Baron will move him the full distance of a move, which is 1 long range. Non-player ship actions. Surrender. Some ships will surrender when attacked. In this example, this green die will surrender if attacked by a player die. For example, this green die will shoot this ship. No victory point is awarded for sinking this ship. Non-player ship actions redrop. Some non-player ships will redrop after their first action. In this example, this red ship volleys, killing the closest player ship, and then is redropped by the Baron. Player actions. There are two basic actions available to the players during the game: move and fire. Player actions: move. To perform a move action, you must first exhaust one sail on your galleon. In this example, the blue player would like to move towards the yellow die. Movement is one long range, or the long side of a card. The blue player exhausts one sail on his galleon and moves his ship next to the yellow die. The blue player could also move next to the orange die if he had a second sail available. Player actions: fire. To fire, you must first exhaust one cannon on your galleon. Then, any of your ships showing a cannon result may fire. In this example, the green player wishes to fire at this green die. Firing is done over one short range, shown here. First, exhaust your cannon, and then you shoot the ship. You may also fire with any dice which do not show a cannon result by exhausting two cannons on your galleon. In this example, the red player exhausts two cannons, and he may fire at this orange die with this ship. The battle. During the battle, all ships remaining in the box will battle, starting with the pair of ships that are closest together. In this example, the two green ships are touching. This is known as a boarding. We resolve the battle by comparing their strengths, 6 versus 4. The player has boarded this ship. Remove the die from the box and place it on the boarding icon of the captain card. The next closest pair of ships is this one and this cannon. The player's ship's strength is determined by the number of cannons on his galleon. In this example, the green has 2, therefore the strength of his ship is 4. 4 beats 1, the ship is sunk. In this example, 5 versus 3, the 5 beats the 3, the ship is sunk. And here we have a difficult situation. Both player ships are a similar distance to the non-player ship. In this example, the rulebook is very clear. No arguing, no fighting, just have fun. If you can't determine which ship is closest, both players receive the ship. Again, both player ships are of similar distance to this non-player ship. The non-player ship is a higher strength. No arguing, both ships are sunk. Shrunken ships are placed on the skull icon of your captain card. Coins reward. Players receive 1 coin for each ship that they've sunk. The green player receives 2. This one remains for boarding. The red player sunk 1, and the blue player sunk 2. Loot. All players who participated in the battle will receive loot, regardless of whether their ship survived or not. Each adventure card shows the number of loot that players receive. In this example, Neptune's Anger, players will receive 4 loot. Loot is drawn from the loot bag. The green player draws 4 loot, plus 1 additional because he boarded a ship. The red player draws 4 loot, and the blue player draws 4 loot. Sailor activation. Now players may use their sailors starting with the Baron. In this example, the Baron has the ability to ready 1 sail by using Little Henry. Olaf allows us to spend 2 rum to draw a pirate. We do not have 2 rum. The Kid allows us to discard 1 loot to draw 2 new loot and keep 1. So we'll try it. We drew an extra rum, which means we can now use Olaf, discarding 2 rum, and a new pirate is added to our crew. Ship repairs. During the battle, the red and blue player both lost one ship. They must now repair. To repair their ship, they must discard one loot token. Stow Loot. Players have to stow loot they wish to bring to the port. In this example, the blue player wants to stow a rum, a spice, and a cloth. Each of your ship die may hold one loot. Anything extra is discarded. The green player has a hold. His hold will hold one loot, and each of his ships will hold an additional loot, and he has a remaining ship. During the next adventure, the green player could send a ship. If the blue player wants to send a ship, he must first discard loot. For each ship sent, one loot is lost.